get her started. I'm guessing these are in order. Wait, do I have the wrong... I might have the wrong game. It should be... No, this is right. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Is the game. The first turnabout? Okay, yeah. Yes, sir. Aw, shit. Who done it?
Who done it?
Why me? Yeah. Okay. Who are you? I've got to pin someone on this. Wait, maybe it's not a mystery. Someone like him.
Wait, so he did it?
Yeah. I always kind of thought this was more of a detective thing. But I'm guessing we just have to... We know it's him. We know our client is innocent. Okay? And we have to prove he is innocent. Boy, am I nervous. Nice. Hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed.
With what?
Not everyone takes on a murder trial right after... This is his first case? What is this? Says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
Wait, what?
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Is it a conflict of interest?
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. It's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there?
No.
Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. Oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. No, it sounds like he's gonna die. I don't think he said he wanted to. Yeah.
Hey there, Larry. I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty.
Damn!
Oh my god.
This man's name is Butts?
Try some reverse psychology, son.
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Dude, is our name Nick? I thought our name was Phoenix. That is stage name? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. First off, that's a libel, okay? They can't say it was him. My first case is a fairly simple one. Girl dead. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true.
Bro.
He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Damn.
So we're foolish.
Is that my family in the background, or is it was it the theme song?
I think it's your family.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Why would he say that? Alright. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. This is... The test will consist of a few simple questions. If this ever happened in a real court, I can only imagine. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Bro, that's Larry. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. What? We didn't learn her name. Okay, yeah. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this?
This is literally a fucking video.
What do you mean?
This is literally like, oh, my bro's getting convicted for this murder. I gotta be a lawyer now. Like,
how do we owe our job to him, bro? The victim's name is listed on the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time. It literally is the NPC meme. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. Cinder Block. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Perfect.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. By a blunt object. Correct. You've got the answer. You've answered all my questions. See no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Imagine he doesn't know. Like,
bro, but wouldn't our boy be
wanna,
like,
say the wrong answers.
it is too late. Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Bro, this guy looks like a chump. As Mr. Red has just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. What a thing.
Right?
It was found lying to the floor next to the victim. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. This is the chief.
Okay.
Chief of whatever the fuck we are.
Okay.
Attorney Inc. Use the R1 to check your court record frequently. I would like to check the court record, please. A statue in the shape of the... Yeah, it's rather heavy. Well, it murdered a woman. So, I didn't expect it to be light. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Bro, this looks cheap. Alright, Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information about your client's case.
Bro.
You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Bro, he looks ready, though. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Who the fuck is Mark Anthony? Didn't they all die?
No.
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. What's it to you anyway? Man's just asking a question, Butts. Come on. Could you describe as generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She could have been an adulterer, okay?
True.
Let's not send off Butts as a liar right away. She just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. Ah, so an ugly model. I see. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Honest living.
Ah, so a, I don't know, a
Honest living. It's
non-hard-working,
honest work.
beautiful model,
It's
I
honest
guess.
work.
Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. Bro, his whole world's being shattered right now. And we're like,
For
and he might go to jail for murder. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Mrs. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? No, we're good. We can't have him say shit, bro. Clay had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the
Absolutely.
case. Oof.
I like the.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. My brother. Yeah, and when I met her... Oh, shit. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I think I skipped something. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Bro, that looks bad.
Cool. Well, did you or did you not?
That's bad for us.
Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did.
What
Yo, Nick. Oh, wait, where Nick? He went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. Yeah? Yeah, Phoenix? I'm not
Tell
picking
the
up what he's
truth.
putting down. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Ooh, Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. If it's that no-good balding man, ooh, I'm gonna be a little mad. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body.
Bull.
Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Butts would never. Order? Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. Yeah, this is very bad, Phoenix. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Like a door-to-door newspaper salesman. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowit to the stand. Aw, this motherfucker. He's not even balding. I don't know why I thought he was balding. Mr. Sowit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Oh, it's newspaper subscriptions. Fair enough. Newspapers, yes. You may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
It didn't look like that in the other scene.
Let's pay attention. No, because right now he's a schmooze. He's schmoozing the fucking jury, dude. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry, because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in... Is that quailed?
Yeah, that's quail.
I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Okay, we gotta remember all this. Because we need to find a contradiction. I think that's the whole game.
True.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Wait, but Larry did tell the truth, right?
Yeah.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. That is interesting. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawat was used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. What? That can't be a real court term.
I guess like court slang.
Court slang for check this shit out. Blackout record added to the electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Alright, so that fits, because he said 1 p.m. and power was out. Now, Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Your Honor.
Cross-examination? Question mark?
Bro, did we graduate attorney school, bro?
I don't even think we went.
The reason why Larry got us a job is he just made a fake certificate for us. Alright, right? This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to... Shit. Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence. I don't think we're questioning anyone. I think we have enough. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Okay.
Wait, time of death. Go to the time of death. That's
Wait.
probably where we're gonna get it. Wait, time of death is 4 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Because he said he saw him at 1 p.m. Or he called at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we...
Cause of death.
Yeah, it's time of death.
Okay. Cool. We did it. How do we do it? Right. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. The woman not moving dead. I quilled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Bullshit! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. For certain. Ladies and gentlemen.
We got him.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Or... Oh. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawat, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Well, gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Damn, Maya. Thanks, bruh. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Too many opportunities, Judge. What is this? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it?
Television?
I guess the
Power
victim
was
must
out.
have been watching a video of a taped program. Haha, that's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Power was out, idiot. Ha 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 ha. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right? You know what to do. Bro, we gotta do this? Bro, this easy enough, bro. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
You know what to do.
You fell for my trap card. Where is it?
The end one. That
Oh,
one.
there we are. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! Oh, we got him. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Right. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Bro, I hate this judge.
I know.
He's so forgiving. Hearing the time. What you got, big boy? Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Bro, this is easy as shit, bro. That must have been what I saw. You idiot. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it.
Judge, yup.
Why are you so easily convinced? The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Okay. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Bro, you went too far.
You are foolish. The murder weapon was the thinking statue.
Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Phoenix is a dick.
Yeah.
You, with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. What? Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Shit. I wasn't ready for this.
Yes.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Yeah. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Nug. Gra. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard no. I mean, I saw. Oh, he's wildin'. He is balding. I knew it. I hate you.
Bro, this is a sugar daddy, you know it.
It was him, I tell you. I saw him. Bro, he is probably not a sugar daddy. We're in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's back and try sounding the clock. Let's try sounding... I think that makes the most sense. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. Why the fuck are we cracking jokes? So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's gonna be 11:25. Ah!
The clock was off.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Bro, we literally were like, oh, I'm so nervous, and then we just fucked this man in front of the whole court. You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? This is, I think this is actual real court shit works though. Where it's like, haha, but can you prove it wasn't just 3 hours slow starting now? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? It was so close. It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Ooh, Maya coming in clutch. Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. No one can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. What's she want? Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? That's funny. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes.
I think I can. I think it's gonna be because of the black.
Quick yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll figure it out. I think if you hit no, Maya will be like, hey, probably because of this, idiot. And then
True.
she'll walk through it with us. But I think we can figure it out. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Okay, when did the blackout happen? 12, right?
12.
And
yeah.
And he murdered her at 4. You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course.
What's gonna... Okay, go next.
There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves what the clock was running slow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we have all the time in the world, so we, like...
No one, we don't need the attorney's badge.
Thank you.
Uh...
She died at 4.
Oh, wait, okay.
Wait. She arrived from Paris the day before the murder. I don't think that helps.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go to the thinker. Go to the envelope at the end. It's out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Because, like, if the power went out at noon...
Right. And she was murdered at least at 4.
Yeah.
Most likely at 4 on the dot.
Yeah.
That's a 4-hour gap, though.
Yeah.
Wait. What time is it in Paris? I don't know.
True. She bring the thinker with her?
This is tough.
This is tough, to be honest.
The victim apparently arrived.
I don't know.
Dude, wait, is this something like clocks go back? No.
No. It was out from noon to 6 p.m. Well...
We can be wrong sometimes.
Because it's got batteries, right? We've
Yeah.
already...
Let's present the statue, and let's see if it'll prompt us to do something with the batteries.
Okay.
Excuse me, this proves your claim? How? I can't see what evidence has to do with the clock. Wait, that wasn't it. One more chance, give me just one more chance. But time is not on your side, be quick about it. Let's see this evidence that proves the clock was running slow. Okay.
Okay. Well, cause of death was loss of blood. So, because it wasn't just like blunt force trauma, like dead. Like maybe like it took her a while to bleed out. Because her phone wasn't working. Remember, she died and she had her phone in her hand.
But we need to prove this statue was off by 3 hours the day the murder happened.
True.
Do you want to try the passport?
I don't know.
Or do you want to try blackout record?
Blackout record? Electricity so was up from noon to 6 p.m.
We might get fucked.
We might get fucked.
Let's try. Oh, let's just do blackout record.
Okay.
Excuse me, this proves your claim. How?
No!
One more chance. Just give me one more chance. So okay, we actually get. We're gonna try this.
What did you try?
The passport.
Yeah.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference from here in Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. See, it was like that.
Okay.
Oh my god, okay. The victim had to reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong.
sorry. Why'd you take your toupee off, sir? Okay.
He is erratic. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Aw, man. Order. Order, I say. Dun, dun.
Hey, PokeGamer69.
This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Let's get it!
They got confetti. I didn't know that.
Yeah, of course they do. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar.
Oh.
He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Murdered. Easy money, sir. I still can't believe we won. Bro, we went in there like a Chad, dude. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. She just encouraged us, really. I think we did the work. Thank yourself. Thank yourself, Phoenix. Not at all, not at all. You fight your own battles in there. Wow, I like Maya.
Yeah.
She's a good chief. I also like this hummus.
She's a good woman.
I've never seen the chief looking this happy. If Chief's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. You should have probably already talked to Larry.
Right?
Larry, buddy, what's wrong? Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? His girlfriend did die, but...
But I don't think they were boyfriend and
Oh,
girlfriend.
sorry. His roommate? I don't know what to call that.
I don't know. His ex-girlfriend.
Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
What?
Larry, come on, buddy.
Good. Wait,
I mean,
no.
bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy. It's gone, man. Gone forever. She was a... Never mind. Adulterous women do not deserve to live, Larry.
Okay.
We don't cry over whores here.
Her name's Harry?
Harry?
Oh, no, I think she accidentally called him Harry.
That's you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts.
Harry Butts.
It's kind of funny. Hey, thanks. I really owe you one. You're kind of a pushover, Larry. Woman called you Harry Butts.
Bro.
Oh no, I couldn't.
That day he became an incel.
That was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. But you don't got a sweet pair of tits, Phoenix. So...
Here, take this. It's a present? The murder weapon?
What? Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. Yeah, but you don't get it back, Larry. And I made one for her and one... Oh. Whew. Okay. Thank God. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Great. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. Larry's real serious right now.
I know. I ain't seen him this serious the whole court case.
And she was just playing me for a fool. Hope that make you just want to cry a little bit. I'm gonna be straight with you, Larry, a little bit. Are you so sure? Squeeze me. I thought she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Why do you think that? Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? What the fuck is she talking about?
The statue?
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry.
Yeah.
And she took it with her when she traveled.
Period.
While she was with other men, she had your clock, Larry. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling.
Pretty convenient.
Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. That random bullshit we just pulled out of her ass. Right?
Yup.
I hope you see the importance of evidence now. I should have seen the importance of evidence the day I became an attorney. Also, hopefully you realize that things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Look deep within, right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Bro. Well, I think our work is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. Bro, she wouldn't touch Larry with a 10-foot pole.
Bro, that's fucking rude. She just said no to Larry. That's fucking disrespectful.
We'll drink a toast to the innocent butts.
Without him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, speaking of Harry, we're saying part of why you become a lawyer because of him. Or yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
Bruh, she trying to get it?
Bro, we saw one case and it's like, yo.
All this chief pussy.
Chief Maya. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Maya. Probably should have discussed that beforehand. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Jesus
Not
Christ.
Larry again. Come on, Larry.
And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't.
Oh my god.
No.
She gets murdered.
No. Not the... Bro.
Fuck.
Bro, I really like the chief.
Damn.
I'm gonna be straight up.
Why? Because she wants us?
Bro.
Sexually?
Yeah, mostly. Not gonna lie. That wasn't that long of a thing.
Nice.
You want to do another one? That's okay. We could just end it at the one. Yeah, I'll save my progress. Damn. PokeGamer69 never came back.
Oh no.
Shame, really.
Oh no.
Alright, I think that's it for Ace Attorney for today. And then we'll have another case another day. I think it's really fun. I thought it was something like that. I don't know. I just didn't quite figure it out. Maybe we should have took more time.
Yeah.